Dorian is a brand new file explorer that has been built from the ground up with one singular goal: completely replacing Finder. Finder does have its problems, and in this video I'm gonna show you why you should at least consider downloading Dorian for yourself. So the first thing you'll have to do is go onto the website. It's dorianexplorer.com, or you can just type Dorian File Explorer into Google and you're gonna find it either way. In my opinion, how a website looks is very telling of how the application it's hosting is going to behave. If the website is modern and sleek and good, then you're going to know the app itself is modern and sleek and good. Why? Because the developers behind it, the website is basically a portal. It shows you what you're going to download, and if they don't put any care into it, then they didn't put any care into the application to begin with. The first thing you're going to see is this big bold text: stop wasting time with Finder and meet Dorian. Why I believe this is true, you're gonna see very soon. Dorian replaces Finder with tabs, lightning fast search, and a beautiful and modern flexible interface. At the top you can instantly download it for your Mac, or you can also download it for other platforms as well. This is interesting because it's also available on Windows. Usually these file explorers are like only available to one system, so you'll have your Mac file explorers and the Windows file explorers. And the thing with that is, if you're like me and you have a Mac laptop or a Windows PC or the other way around, then you'll have to either just live with the default one for both or for one of them, or you're gonna have to find different software for both systems, which both isn't very ideal. It's better to just have one software for everything. The next thing is the big features of the app, which all are going to be explained very soon, I'm going to get into all of them. Then below them, if you frequently ask questions, you can look at if you like, and then a final download button. So if you press download, it's going to download a very tiny 8 megabyte DMG file. All you have to do is open it, and once you open it, you'll see this window here. Just drag Dorian into your app. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to do that. And then you have it, and that's it. It's going to be installed. You can just search for it, and it's going to be in your applications folder, and you can open it instantly. There's already a lot to see, but let's begin with the sidebar. Drives, all of your drives, system folders, all of your system folders, including applications. At the top, your pin folders, you can rearrange them if you like. And then you can press this button, which is very interesting because it basically collapses the folder. This is very inspired by Notion. Why? Because this kind of collapsibility where you can collapse it exists, but it's always like once it's gone forever, and you can't really get it back. You'll have to press the button again. But here it's different because you can basically just get it whenever you need it. You can hover this button and then you have access to it. Then you have this nice clean interface. Then after that, if you go onto the bottom right, you'll see this button here. In the settings, you can change a few things which are very interesting. This basically changes the height. You can turn on the backgrounds on and off. The blurred background, which you're going to see soon, and the size of the context menu. Then I just showed you this, but if we go into any Explorer, then you basically see the Explorer view. This is very inspired by Finder in its backgrounds. It makes it easier to discern single files from each other, especially if you have a lot. If you press Control and you start scrolling, especially like this, it makes it way easier to see the singular files. At the top, you have 5 buttons. This brings you back where you came from. This makes it you go one folder up. And then on the right, you have 4 buttons that are way more interesting. The first one is searching. This is not a global search. This just searches for the names in your currently open folder. So if you want to see MP3s only here, you can just type MP3, and then you can see all the MP3s, open them or preview them or whatever. This also opens when you just randomly type, and this basically closes itself when you open another folder. This is very nice for quickly threading through multiple folders in a row. You go into one, then you search for something else, then you go into the next. And the nice thing is this is completely usable only with the keyboard. You can type something in, use your arrow keys, then press down, and so on. This is like one feature already that's just not present in Finder. Well, it is, but it's just way worse and way less intuitive than this is. Then the next one is sorting. Basically, it explains itself, a very simple sort menu. This is not a feature that's done yet. It's still being worked on. At the bottom right, you can see 4 buttons. This just changes it from grid to list view, which is basically self-explanatory. And these two buttons are already very interesting. I've already briefly shown you them, but I can show you them again. When you press them, it just splits the Explorer horizontally. This is something that's not possible in Finder, and this is something that's also not possible in Windows File Explorer. And this is something that many file explorers are exclusively built around. They will only literally have two windows next to each other for the sake of easily transferring files from one to the other. And the problem with that is you're kind of restricted at that point. And the cool thing about Dorian is it's just built in and it's flexible as hell. You can just like open a new one and a new one and a new one and a new one. I mean, this is not very usable if you, but it's possible if you need it. Obviously, you can resize both sides. And yeah, it works perfectly. Then on the top left, you see the next big interesting feature, which is tabs, which we're going to get into now. To create a new tab, just press on the plus here, and it just works like any tab you would expect. You can drag them around, put them next to each other, put them in the middle, and it just works fluidly. This is the nice thing, because many file explorers, especially on Windows, really fail at this. And even on Mac, there are tabs, and even then, like, it's just it's impossible to create a split pane mode. And yeah, this basically is, in my opinion, the best tabbing system of any file explorer I have ever seen. Especially like if you try to do like dual pane stuff, this just works flawlessly. Like if you can drag this in, like you can do your work, and it just works like it's supposed to instantly. And yeah, this is why if you want a dual pane file manager, I would definitely recommend this. I mean, you can already see how nice it is. Then the second big feature, when you go into the sidebar or you press Ctrl+F, you can open the search menu. This searches your entire Mac for anything, basically. For example, you'd like to find new file this year. You can just type new file. And what's nice about this is it's very similar to Spotlight. Yeah, Spotlight, but the difference is it's built into this file explorer, so it works with this file explorer well. Like you can search for anything, press enter, and then you're instantly in that folder. Or you can search for any image. With the image, go into any picture, open it to the side, and then you can just view it. This may not seem like much, but if you're on Windows, because this, like I said before, this file explorer is available on Windows too, then you're gonna realize that this is a very big deal, because on Windows is also like as fast, even faster than here. Then after which, the context menu. When you right click something, you're instantly gonna see two basically sides. These first options at the top, and then these options at the bottom. This is just a modern, sleek, fast and easy to use file explorer that I would really recommend. Like most Mac external file explorers, they are Mac software, which is it just kind of looks like any other, like, you know how Apple is. It just kind of looks like any other Mac software and doesn't differentiate itself majorly. And they're often a bit too bare bones for my liking, and often a bit pricey as well. But this, it's something different. It's its own interface. It doesn't try to copy like the Apple design standard or something. It tries to be the best file explorer regardless of operating system, which is why it looks so different from any other Mac software you would ever see, you know? And then the final question, would I recommend it? Is it worth using? And I think this is, the answer is going to be obvious. And yes, I'm a little biased, but yes, 100%. I would much rather use this than Finder. This is just way simpler to use, way easier to use. It offers so many options, like the dual pane mode is something that is literally unavailable on Mac. Yeah, it doesn't have some of the Apple quirks like, I don't know, AirDrop or something, but I personally have never used those, and I would much rather just have this. And if you're unsure if you'd like to download this or not, then you can either subscribe to this YouTube channel to get more updates about Dorian, or even better, you can join our Discord server. There you can see other people using it, or you can wait for updates because I always announce like new versions. And yeah, thank you for watching.